Hello, I'm Franklin Marshall III.
And this is Cyrus, and this is the podcast where we interview people with podcasts.
All right, here we are.
Here we are.
How you doing?
I exposed my chest hair today.
That's nice.
Hoping to get a little sex appeal on this show.
Yeah, that's nothing we need here, but that's if it helps.
Can't hurt.
Yeah, no, it can't. Well, it could. It could hurt.
It could hurt a lot. We get banned.
Our views.
Plummeting. I like this show, so that one guy showed his chest hair. I'm out.
Well, I mean, we're just talking about that.
Yeah.
You want to dig into that before I start?
No.
Okay.
I think they heard enough about my chest hair.
All right. Well, so, to start off, a lot of people don't know this.
Yeah.
Well, I would say nobody knows this except us, is that the podcast was originally called Interview with Interviewers.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? We've interviewed no one.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start off by saying, if we could interview somebody for like next season,
Yeah.
who is your dream guest that you would want on the cast pod?
That's a tough question, man.
Yeah, well, I only ask tough questions.
Yeah. My dream guest?
The 60 Minutes over here.
Anthony Bourdain.
He's not alive, Cyrus.
Well, you asked dream. You didn't say dead or alive. In fact, really, Genghis Khan, actually.
Semantics.
I'd like to go to Genghis Khan, actually.
Why can't you pick something reasonable like that we could actually tangibly get?
Well, my dream guest we're not going to get anyways.
That's
Ryan Reynolds. Let's look at Ryan Reynolds in here.
Yeah, we already gave him. You all right? That's your answer.
Yeah. Who's your dream guest?
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Okay.
Nah.
I mean, I know a guy named Jesus. We can hit him up.
That's one.
I know there's actually a lot of Jesuses in the
No,
Los Angeles area.
You know what? I want. I would really like Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, you want to fight Tom Hardy?
Yeah, well, I just want to see his perspective on my fighting techniques, or Tom
Tom DeBlas?
Yeah.
That's reasonable. He might.
No, I would like both of them on the together.
You want to film like a gay porn? Is this like a sexual fantasy?
Why did your head go?
I mean, your move is tickling their balls.
Why? Just because I said two?
No, I mean, you're also your secret forbidden technique is touching your genitals.
No. Well, the other
saying, "Hey, do you like that?"
I want Amelia.
Roll the clip. Hey, do you like that? Right
Amelia Clarke. I would want.
Which one's that one?
From Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I like her.
I like her a lot. She
I like the
seems
redhead
wholesome,
more.
She seems like, she'd be like, yeah, well, let's get a cabin in the woods and post Instagram photos on how we're building it and we're looking.
There's
so
nothing.
happy.
There's nothing about her that says that.
Yes,
Literally nothing. What has she done that says that?
just her vibe.
Nothing of that.
All the kids say vibe, and that's her vibe.
No, she's like a high class lady.
Yeah, high class vibe.
She probably eats at the finest restaurants.
And she'll take me when we date. All right, so I'm gonna start off with some.
So were those your reasonable guesses that you think we could get? Amelia Clarke? You think you're gonna just DM Amelia?
Yeah, of course.
Like, oh yeah, let me just drop whatever thing I'm doing.
Very reasonable.
She's not even in this country. She has an accent.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
She lived here.
She's like a foreign.
No, London.
She's not even in America.
Well, that's old America, so it counts.
Yeah.
That's who we divorced.
You know what? Speaking of foreign countries,
Yeah.
our Spotify Rap came out.
Oh yeah.
And guess what our number 2 country was?
Malaysia.
Kenya.
Kenya. Is that close?
No, it's in Africa.
I was gonna say Wakanda.
We basically are big in Wakanda, honestly.
Have you ever been to Wakanda?
No, it's not real.
What do you mean?
It's not real.
Yeah, it is.
Where was Wakanda on the map?
Wakanda is there.
It's not there. It's made up.
That's not true. Wakanda is a real place. Are you joking?
No. I'm
Is
serious.
it gotcha?
No.
No, Wakanda's a real
You
place.
should fact check Wakanda. It's not real.
There's no need to. I heard it's a real place. I seen pictures. They got all the pictures on Instagram.
I mean, let's just focus on a real place. which is
Wakanda.
Kenya. And you know what's third? New Zealand.
That's not a real place.
That's a real place. And actually, I have one thing to say to New Zealanders
Nah.
watching the show. Nar.
I don't know what it means, but
That's how they say no in New Zealand.
I love Flight of the Conchords and all the shows.
I've never seen it.
And Lord of the Rings, love
Yeah,
New Zealand.
Yeah.
They're great people.
Yeah, New Zealanders.
All right.
We're worldwide.
Yeah.
And we were the third podcast, like the 32nd podcast in Malaysia.
All right, let's not exaggerate.
That you have an email. I posted the email.
Yeah, well, relative. All right, you ready?
Relative to 32nd. that's the number.
So here's some bizarre animal facts.
Okay.
Elephants are the only mammals on Earth that can't jump.
That's not bizarre. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, but you know what is bizarre?
What?
Is that there is a girl, multiple teenagers, who jump like horses. And it's like a sport.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like there's a girl in Norwegian girl who jumps horses like the horses jump on a relay race. And she does it like the
Yeah,
horse.
it's a sport.
Oh, you knew about this?
I know about this.
Is that something you would play?
No.
Here are some of the risk factors in doing jumping like human jumping like horse.
No one will want to talk to you.
Going
An
in
embarrassment to your family.
going in public will still be tough, but then it goes, but it's worth it.
Definitely not worth it. I'm gonna say as much. I'm glad they're exercising, but it's definitely
And
not
it
worth
says to jump like a horse, it helps to train like a horse. I think that's logical. It's difficult it's difficult, and it's a matter of safety. If you don't do it correctly, you can hurt yourself.
Wow.
And every jumper, I just can't believe there's a girl out there jumping like horses. People are, encouraging it.
Who are these people encouraging?
They're like level up. Put a couple more crates up. Let's see you chase a horse. Let's see somebody ride you and jump like that.
I was going to hate on this person, but you know what? I'm glad she's exercising. There's the obesity epidemic for the children because they're out here they're just sexting on their Snapchats and their Minecrafts. I'm glad she's out there running, working on her cardio.
Well, so you mentioned Minecraft. I saw a article that said a guy made the whole universe.
I saw that.
Yeah, he made the whole universe in Minecraft. My question is, what's Minecraft?
It's a game. I use a game.
What kind of? I don't
I
understand.
think you mine in it. I don't know.
What is you mine?
I don't know. I never played the game. I'm too old for Minecraft.
But you just referenced it.
Yeah, I know the kids play it.
But you don't know what it is.
No, I know. Do you know what everything the kids are doing?
No, that's why I asked you.
Yeah,
What
well,
are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do I look like I have a kid?
No. You don't look like you'd ever gonna ask kids.
You do, man. Birds of a feather flock together.
Koala fingerprints are so close to humans that they could taint crime scenes.
This is who? What?
Yeah.
How? Why?
So next time you're thinking a lot, yeah, maybe I'm gonna murder my neighbor, buy a koala bear.
Great tip.
You're
Great
welcome.
fact.
I saw on social media a comment that said, "Franklin, sit on my face," and I was like, "That's like real aggressive and mean, don't you think? Because it's like you're gonna suffocate me.
I think that's what they want.
To suffocate me?
Yeah, it's like an act of pleasure for some people.
To kill a person by suffocation by sitting on their face?"
Yeah. It's like a real mark of intimacy.
Well, I've seen this a lot too. ASMR. Is that like a new
You know what?
Rocks thing,
People
like-
told me you should try it. You know what ASMR is?
I thought it was aquatic submissive mountain roller.
Okay. What does that word even mean?
Which one?
Aquatic submissive mountain. Like what? What do you
Aquatic
think- what is that?
water, submissive. You submit them underwater, and mountain. You climb the mountain, and then you roll down the mountain. So it's like a sport. I thought it was a sport.
No, it's when you speak. It's when you whisper into a microphone.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like I want to touch your face.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's like
It's
that.
ASMR.
Yeah.
And then I think people jerk off to it.
Why's everything got to be sexual now? They
That's
turn
weird.
everything into sexual. I saw a guy have sex with a car. Saw a guy have sex with a balloon. Everybody's having sex. Saw a guy have sex with a tree. Saw a
think
guy
that-
have sex with himself.
I think
And I was like, I do that.
There was that show on TLC where that lady had sex with the Eiffel Tower. I think it started. I think she started it.
It's illegal to marry a chair
Where?
everywhere.
It's illegal?
Legal. You can marry.
That's not true.
Yes, it's
You
true.
cannot marry a chair
That's a fact.
everywhere.
That's a
not
fact.
true.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Where's that a fact?
A fact.
Who
app.
told you that?
A fact. app.
The fact app is full of lies.
No.
It's not malicious.
no.
They're not malicious. They're lies of whimsy, but they're lies nonetheless.
most trust-
Where? Who do you know? There's no law that says you can marry a chair.
Yeah, Google it.
What am I gonna do? Bring a chair to the courthouse? Like, I'm marrying this.
Yes, my wife. Don't sit on your wife. That's disrespect. Now she likes it.
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah. How about this one? SMH. Is that so much hate?
No, it's shake my head.
Shake my head.
Are you shaking your head?
Oh, I thought it was so much hate.
No.
I'm getting that one wrong. DTF, don't touch ferrets?
Yes, Franklin.
Oh.
You got that one.
Finally got one right.
Got one down right.
It's amazing. Yeah,
good
all
one.
right.
Use that one often.
Often?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you're like around kids, say you're DTF, because they love ferrets too.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna go over well.
What do you think about this? Capuchin monkeys wash their hands and feet in urine or when they're excited.
I know some people that do the same thing. Honestly,
Who?
I don't know them, but I know of them. They're on the internet. Bad corners of the internet. You can see people do that.
You know, I found interesting. There's birds that use secret passwords to teach their young. You know, and pigeons can do math. And you know what I'm really thinking? They're talking to password. I always want to know just what are birds saying to each other on a regular day
How do they know
basis?
there's passwords? Which pigeons down here doing math?
Sans.
Pigeons can barely get out of the way of cars when they know to do multiplication table.
Sans.
You're running fast and loose with the science. This is why people don't trust the science. The science says things that does. I don't think they're backing it up.
Painted turtles survive winter by breathing through their butts.
What? Painted turtles?
Yeah. It's a cotton turtle. You should really update your understanding of
Have you
turtles.
wanked to a painted turtle? Is that your preferred wanking? And like in the wintertime, do you like to wank to them because they're butt breathing?
No, I only respect majestic beings like turtles.
Okay.
What's the weirdest animal you think you would make if you were God?
Well, I would make.
What's like a weird animal? Like if you were God and you were like, you know what? Really done with all these platypus, hippopotamus, pigeons.
Yeah.
I want to make something. What would you make?
I'd make a bird with snake wings.
Oh, snakes don't have wings.
No, the wings would be snakes. Like a bird.
Well, how is it gonna fly? That's like flying.
I know. I'm God. I can make it happen.
All right.
I can solve that problem.
I guess that's a good point.
What would you make?
That's a great question. I think what I would do is combine the best parts of animals, right? So I would take an elephant's husk. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Or
The trunk.
the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will put that.
Face wiener.
Okay, I will put that on a pigeon's face.
Okay.
So you got a pigeon face with a big long,
Yeah.
thing, and then I will put the pigeon's head on something like, like a polar bear. So you got a polar bear with a pigeon face and a long trunk, and the body, half body, only the torso would be the polar bear,
Yeah.
and the rest would be penguin, like penguin feet,
Okay.
and then it would have a tail, and the tail would be like a dragon tail, and then its arms would be other animals. So like a monkey would be one arm, and like on the other arm would be like a platypus.
That sounds like a nightmare.
What do you mean?
That animal's gonna want to kill itself.
No,
How's it gonna even move?
it sounds like a Furby. It sounds like
It sounds like
the
literally
next
a
Benny
nightmare.
baby.
Like one of God's hated creations.
It sounds like, they're going to start, hey, build a bear, let's build Franklin's creation.
Every day that bear's gonna wake up, it's gonna be like, "Why have God?" It's gonna scream, "Why have you forsaken me, God?"
And I'm going to say, because it was interesting. I was high. I was high when I made you. I'm sorry.
I want to see what type of
I mean,
abomination I could make.
I'm pretty sure God was high when he made 90% of animals. So speaking of,
I thought he was high when he made you. I was like, yeah, I agree. He definitely was.
I agree.
He was definitely having an off day.
So speaking of bears and stuff, have you seen this new movie coming out, Cocaine Bear?
What? No. What? No.
Yeah, so they're making a movie called Cocaine Bear. It's a true story about a bear who ingested a bunch of cocaine from these drug dealers that crashed.
Yeah.
And goes on like rampage, kills everybody, right?
Oh, great.
So my
It's a
question,
feel good story right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But my question to you, what's your name, Cyrus? What animals do you want to see on?
Did you put that in there in case like we had to interviewing someone?
No, that was ad-lib.
Okay. That's cool.
What animals do you want to see
Yeah.
on drugs And what drugs would you want to see them on? I have mine, but
Yeah.
I'd like to hear you first.
I like to see sharks on acid. I feel like they really vibe.
Well, yeah, what? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're really angry all the time. I like to see a shark just vibe out for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, take the edge off of it.
yeah. You think they have like a disco party?
Yeah, I can see them like, maybe like, I mean, killing all day has got to really take its toll on you.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. You should be in the creator room with Sharknado people.
I know.
You've had Shark Angels. You've had all these shark
Flying
ideas.
sharks that was a masterpiece.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, all day they're just revved up, kill, kill, kill. Let them vibe.
You got any more?
I'd like to see lions try heroin.
Why? What's heroin do again?
So it kind of vibes you out a little bit.
What? Any other ones?
That's all I can think of, really.
All right, I've got a couple.
Yeah, shoot.
Ecstasy, parrot,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
cocaine.
They wouldn't shut up, man.
Oh yeah, cocaine, sloth,
Oh, yeah, that'd be good for them.
marijuana, giraffe. It's like, how high can I get? Mushroom, raccoon. They're very creative. Have you seen a raccoon paint?
No.
Yeah, very. I saw it on the interwebs. LSD, Bigfoot. You know,
I'd like to see Bigfoot do heroin, actually. Do
ketamine,
cocaine.
skinwalkers.
What? They're not real.
Yeah, real.
No, but we should go back to I would love to see Bigfoot do cocaine.
Yeah, Bigfoot. No, Bigfoot does LSD.
Sasquatch or something. Well, I'd like to see him do cocaine.
Yeah.
Imagine a coked out Bigfoot.
You know what, Cyrus? I'd like to see him. Period.
Yeah, he comes out. He coked out in the woods with some business plans. He's-
Okay. A teacher says you must start an essay with an attention grabber sentence.
Yeah.
What's your sentence?
Sasquatch emerged out of forest, high off cocaine.
I'd read that.
Yeah, it's like,
What did I write? I don't think this be attention grabber, but I just wrote first thing came to my head. So I says to her, I like my coffee like I like my women. And then she said, we only have tea.
okay.
That was all I wrote.
And then you go into Freud's theory on dudes who want to fuck their mom.
What?
I don't know, it's a paper.
So I found some phrases, and then I'm going to let you do some stuff. Some of these are like old phrases that aren't used anymore. Do you know what a dewdropper is?
No.
It's a slacker. I'm going to start calling you dewdropper.
I do drop all the time, honestly.
Muffin walloper. You know what that means?
Sounds like a masturbator.
It's an old, or sounds like somebody masturbated with muffins. It's an old unmarried woman who enjoys gossiping with her friends while sipping tea and nibbling on cakes.
There's a lot of muffin wallopers on Facebook.
This one that bothers me a lot the most because I hear this all the time. You know, oh, you had the rug pulled under you, and I'm like, how's that possible if you don't have a carpet? You know, how's that possible if the rug's all the way to the wall? Can't pull it under me. You know, and it's like the world's an oyster. I'm like, I don't get that one either. How's the world an oyster? Not an oyster.
Well, there's a pearl in it.
What do you mean?
The world is your oyster.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't really know what that means. I keep saying it, but I don't really know what that means.
yeah. Nobody knows what it means. Think about it. It's
I
like,
like oysters.
don't worry, the world's your oyster. You can do whatever you want. I'm like, no, I can't, because what do oysters do? They don't do
They don't
anything.
really do anything.
Yeah,
They just get eaten.
yeah. Stupid.
I think just because there's pearls in oysters, and then you find the pearl like you find your gold or whatever.
Oh, I don't like it.
Fair enough. It comes from a simpler time.
Yeah,
You want me to ask you a question?
yeah.
What's one thing you would change about the MCU to make it more realistic?
About the what?
The MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What would I change to make it more interesting?
More realistic.
More realistic?
Yeah.
I would just take away all the powers. I mean, that makes it realistic.
Well, you
Is
have to
that an
make it-
option?
It has to be perfectly real. You'd be like, well, make it a little more realistic. Like there's something like, oh, it's not. This wouldn't be how that is. Like you ever watch them and be like, oh, this seems unrealistic. Why do they do this?
But that's the whole point, suspension of disbelief.
But maybe maybe you want to suspend a little bit of disbelief to make it a little better film.
Okay, let me think. Make it a little more realistic.
I'll tell you my example.
Okay, you tell me.
I feel like the villain should use more racial slurs.
Okay,
I
why?
mean, I just find hard to believe like Thanos wants to wipe out half the population. He's like, he hasn't said one. You can't say half the world, kill half the world's population, and not be a little racist.
Now, I'll tell you why it's unrealistic. Is because Thanos is above all that labeling.
Not about
Because,
killing half the people.
yeah, exactly, because they're all people. But he doesn't specify one race or another.
Are you gonna tell me the Ant-Man bad guys weren't a little racist? I felt like they were a little racist.
We ain't talking about that. We're talking about Thanos.
Okay, that was one example. I feel like Doctor Doom. He's definitely psychotic.
I just feel like you really want to insert, yeah, whatever. And you know what they do? Because there's racial bias against the mutants
Yeah.
in all superheroes, so they do have that. And I've seen race involved too. Like your son, the show Luke Cage, they talk about a lot in that one.
I know, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, well, you're misinformed. All right, what's your next one?
What would you do with an extra hour per day? Like if you had 25 hours a day and everyone else had 24.
If I had an extra hour,
Yeah, like randomly, the 1 hour of the day, time stops and you just have an hour.
I would watch another TV show.
That's what you would do? You have all this time in the world.
Yeah. I'd finish, like usually I get through like 5 and there's like 6 in a season. I'd watch the 6th episode.
That's it. You don't want to like do something productive with that hour?
What's there to do?
You could rob a bank.
Do I look like I could rob
Well,
anything?
time stopped. So you have an extra hour. Everyone's time's frozen. You could do anything.
What do you mean time's frozen?
Like this is what, like, let's say 3 p.m., like your 3 p.m., it just stops from 3 to 4. Everyone else is frozen, but you have 1 hour to just do whatever.
So everybody's like frozen in place?
Yeah.
I'd probably pull everybody's pants down.
Now we're more productive than watching TV at home.
Well,
It's good.
maybe you should start off with like the context of
I
your
told
question.
you that context of verbatim.
No, you said
we should be more of an active listener.
no. You said, is there
You get 25 hours a day. Everyone else gets 24.
yeah, you didn't say everybody freezes.
Well, how else would that work? And I said everyone else freezes. I said that when I was telling you this setup.
Well, I would pull everybody's pants down.
I would rob people. I would rob banks.
That's because you're terrible.
And once I had enough money, I would do this thing where I would give the money back. So it'd be this loop of like robbery, like a Robin Hood.
So
I'd have
you're
a
really
Robin Hood
not
card.
an altruistic kind of person, are you?
I'm giving him money away. That's like Robin Hood. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
I can be a good guy. I think you want to pay me as the villain.
I'm not painting you as anything. You paint yourself
Yeah.
by your actions.
I pay myself with anti-hero qualities.
Okay.
Deep and mysterious.
Go on this one.
If you're the emperor of the earth, what would be the first rule that you would make?
Okay. This leads into a question actually I had.
Okay.
What if we got rid of all guns?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We get rid of all the guns and I'm emperor.
Yeah.
Now everybody's got to go back to swords.
Love this.
I love that.
I love this.
And martial arts.
Love this.
So it's like, that's why we should get rid of guns. Let's get it back to, brass
Basics.
tacks. Yeah, basics.
Yeah.
And one thing though is interesting about martial arts.
Yeah.
Why they call it martial arts? Why don't they call it Franklin martial arts?
That was the setup for that. You led that all up to that one.
Yeah.
I love that. Not that the frame much, but I love that idea.
But why do they call it
Martial probably means fighting with your fists somehow.
so you do a lot of karate.
I do jujitsu, yeah.
So let me get to those questions.
Well, I want to share my idea. real quick.
Good. Go.
If I would ban all podcasts about dating in big cities. That'd be my rule.
Yeah.
They're the worst. I hate the dating in LA podcast. They're all the same. Is the dudes are like, oh yeah, I hooked up with this girl, and then the girls are like, I'm seeing this guy. He's kind of nice. I don't like him, but I'm seeing this other guy who's a dick to me, and I like him.
I'll get rid of all the dating.
I think they should have. I want to see dating in like the swamps. Like I want to see a swamp people dating podcast. That's what I'd like to see.
I think they have that. It's called Duck Dynasty.
Well, audio version of it. I think this is a family tale. It's not dating. It's about just family.
They probably have.
They're not even real swamp people. I feel like.
What do you mean?
I feel like now they've moved out of the swamp.
Well, there's probably not going to be much swamp left I heard Florida gonna be underwater a few years, but it's like, who
That's even
cares?
more
It's
swamp.
it's
There's gonna be
Florida,
more
you know.
swamp.
Like, let it drown.
They'll find a way to live in the water, Florida people. They're hardy.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's
they'll
Florida.
survive.
Like, oh my
The
God,
water's got to
Florida's
worry
gonna
about
be underwater. It's like, did anybody care?
the water's got to worry about Florida.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way.
Did you know that they have different flavors of butter?
Yeah,
I thought butter was a flavor.
it is. It is a flavor.
So how can you have a flavor of a flavor?
You have garlic butter.
It's just hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's say you and a female,
Okay.
you're doing things.
Okay.
You know, all the sensual things, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she turns into a werewolf.
Okay. I'm harder.
And
Okay.
well, that brings me to my question. Does that mean like you're into wolves? You're into bestiality now?
I'm with the werewolves. That's like a separate thing.
Nah.
No, it's a separate thing.
All right, let me change it.
Yeah.
If you were with a woman or a man, whatever, which way you swing, and suddenly they turn into like a horse. Now you're with a horse.
That's different.
Does that mean you're into horses? Let's say you're on a kayak in the middle of the river, and the horse is the only physical being, and you're horny. It's been years.
Why do you want me to say I will fuck a horse?
God.
Why are you trying to set me up to say I will fuck a horse?
No, it's not that. It's like I'm saying, it's not about, put me in the position, okay? I'll do me.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the ocean. Years have gone by, we're surviving. And the only thing across from me is a bear. Good looking bear, by the way. And
They're all pretty good looking.
And this bear, yeah, it's good. And this bear, you know, we're talking, and
Bears can't talk.
Yeah, we're talking about, God, you know, it's been a long time since I've ever had any. And he's like, you ever had any time? And I'm like, no. You know, what do you think about getting it on? I mean, it's like we're in prison, you know, anything goes. And let's say we did it, right? But it's under extreme circumstances. Does that mean I'm into bestiality? Or is that just a circumstantial thing?
I'd rather just be into bestiality than come up this weird back door into fucking a bear. I'd rather just be like, yeah, I'm into bear fucking than like, oh, I want to fuck a bear when it's like midnight,
I'm not
January 31st, and I haven't eaten 4 days.
Right. I'm not saying I'm into it. It's hypothetical.
How?
So the question is, does that make me into bears?
I feel like the fact you wrote that question means you're into bears.
Okay. What's one invention from a sci-fi movie you wish we had?
TIE fighters.
That's not an invention.
That's an invention. That's a whole plane.
Yeah, we have planes.
No, do we have TIE fighters?
Yeah.
What do you wish we had? You in that one?
The seashells.
We have seashells.
No, for like wiping your butt, like in Demolition Man.
What? That's the one of all the movies? That's the one you would take?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with toilet paper?
A lot.
I'd rather do toilet paper than a seashell.
Well,
They wipe their ass with
about
seashells into the Demolition Man.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Why that? From that movie.
Because I love that movie.
You like Demolition Man?
Is it one of the best movies
Is
ever
that the one
made?
with Rodman in it?
I don't know, but it's the best movie ever made.
I don't know about that one.
There's Wesley Snipes is in it.
Oh, Wesley Snipes is in it.
If wallpaper is plastic,
I don't
shouldn't
think it is. It's final, but okay.
if wallpaper is plastic, shouldn't it be called wall plastic?
There's an argument to be had there. It rolls on like paper.
Yeah. You got it.
I'm glad you thought of that one.
What's your
Whatever.
brilliant fucking questions?
Yeah, not as good as wall plastic over there.
Yeah.
If you had to broadcast one message into outer space, what would you broadcast?
Help.
That's it?
Yeah, help me. Take me away from here. This place sucks.
You might get a response.
Oh, I hope I would. Yeah, take me away.
I feel like you might want to project a little more strength. Someone might try to take advantage of you.
What are you talking about?
They'll be like, oh, these guys are weak over there. We can take them.
Okay.
I would say, come through. Come on down. We have funnel cake.
That's what you would say?
Yeah.
Come on down, we have funnel cake.
Yeah.
How do you know they like funnel cake?
Everyone loves funnel cake. I got another one for you. If you're gonna lose your sense of sight in 2 weeks, what would you do?
I'd ride the subway for free. In Boston, you can ride the subway for free if you're blind.
Well, that's after you've lost your sight. It's like before, leading up to losing your sight. What would you do with your last 2 weeks of sight?
I would practice being blind.
That's good. Get ahead of it.
Yeah. And then I would ride the subway blind, you know, and I would be, oh, excuse me. Why is he touching me? Oh, he just sat on me. Oh, I didn't see you there. Sorry, I'm blind. You know? Yeah. You know what I wondered? How do blind people do the dating apps? Do they just swap right?
Yeah, you might as well.
Right? Because it's like they can't see what they look like
Yeah.
or see their bios.
I would just swipe left on everybody.
Well, you're never going to get matched that
Let
way.
them know you didn't get matched with a blind guy. If you were a ghost, what was the first thing you would do?
If I was a ghost,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't violate anybody.
Mm.
You know, I wouldn't be one of those ghosts, you know, who violate without consent.
Oh, well,
I would just watch.
very, very, very forward thinking of you.
Yeah, I would watch.
Yeah. What would you watch specifically?
Eh.
You just watch some titties?
No, I would go into like a celebrity bedroom situation, see what that's all about. Like, I would love to see how Shaq does it. You know? Like, what's his sex life like? I would love to see.
Maybe we should probably bring him on the podcast. Like Shaq.
Shaq. You know what? Isn't it interesting? He does the Aussie Hot commercials, right?
Yeah.
How come he doesn't do the Fire and Ice commercials for Trojan? The same thing.
It's a great opportunity, Margot.
Yeah.
You should talk to Shaq. You should talk to Shaq about
Shaq should talk to me.
that. Yeah, talk to you. Yeah, clearly being misguided. I'd haunt the Senate. I go to Congress and I just haunt the senators.
Why is it always political?
Yeah, I just want to. If they start doing messed up things, I would just start shaking up things in the middle of the Senate floor.
Why wouldn't you go to like a movie studio or something?
They're not important.
Yeah.
Imagine just haunting the president. It's like, oh, there's a ghost in the White House. Like, get this guy out of office.
Excuse me. For one day, you get to be a bird.
Yeah.
What do you do and where do you fly to first? Straight into a window. No, I'm just kidding. Go on.
I'm a bird.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'd see how high I could fly, honestly.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's the first thing I do. Yes, what's the first thing I would do?
Yeah, but where would you fly to?
Up. See how high it gets up there.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Straight into a window.
You can just do that now. If you want to kill yourself, you don't have to become a bird, Franklin.
But that's not part of the.
So you just want to just give yourself bird CTE at the jump?
No,
you're a bird. You're like, all right, let me concuss myself.
It wouldn't be on purpose.
But you have a choice. You ask, what's the first thing you do?
Where you been the last 40 years? Birds fly into windows all the time.
Yeah, but you're a bird. You don't have to fly into a window. You're a human and a bird.
No, I'm a bird. I don't have a choice. Birds fly into windows without a choice.
Well, that question presumes you have a choice. You're like, what would you do? Where would you go? Assuming you, as a
You're
bird,
too
choose.
deep into the semantics.
You can answer your own question wrong.
Whatever. Oh, what does it mean to slide in to the DM? Is that like a Disneyland ride?
It could be. It's more of like a
It's
horror
like a
ride.
slide
Yeah.
down into like the Doom thing?
It can be a slide to doom.
Yeah.
It can be that way.
Have you ever been on the ride?
I've been on the ride.
What's it like?
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad.
Okay, what's good?
Sometimes it's a lonely road. Sometimes it's a road that leads to happiness.
So they have two different versions of the ride?
Yeah, it's like a choose your own adventure.
And can you ride the sometimes they don't let you ride the rides multiple times. You ride it.
A lot of times there's height limitations on riding the ride.
Is there a height limit?
Yeah, a lot of times there's a height limit. They don't really post it, so you gotta see if there's a height
No,
limit.
legally Disneyland has to post that.
Yeah, well, the DM place doesn't have to post it on this front door.
What do you mean?
They can just say, hey, the rules changed. Now it's 6 foot. It was 5'9", but
So
now we
why
changed the
are
rules.
people like, can I slide in your DM? I'm like, do you want to go to Disneyland? That's what I say.
Oh, DMs are like the messages on like Instagram and stuff. Direct messages, like the messages you send to people.
You just told me it's a ride at Disneyland.
I said it's like a ride, metaphorically.
Oh,
Yeah, it's metaphorically like a ride. It's like a journey you take into the unknown.
okay.
It's about messaging women. Sometimes they turn you down.
Oh, I don't do that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
What do you think about a dating app idea?
Okay. Is it Franklin? It's just pictures of you?
Is like a Bumble,
Yeah.
but it's called Fumble.
Yeah, and it's just pictures of Franklin.
No, you just make mistakes,
Oh.
and everybody just gets you're. It's like a free place to fumble,
Yeah.
so you can make mistakes and nobody judges you for it.
I feel like that is just Bumble already. A place where people make mistakes.
Oh,
A bit redundant, honestly. They already made that app.
did you know that Jesus, Christ, chose his name as a stage name to sound less Jewish?
I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't tell Kanye.
It's illegal. Yeah, speaking of, if you could rap battle anybody, who would it be?
I rap out Kanye. I think I could win.
I think I could win both of you. I could rap Kanye out of this world.
Yeah.
I go DEFCON 3 on Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have some bars prepared?
yeah. I got a lot of bars.
Yeah, say a bar.
I have protein bars.
Okay.
I have big bars like that I get out from construction site where I live.
Yeah.
I could bring all those, and then I'd trap him, and then I would make him watch all my beloved Jewish comedies that I love, and I would put him in a room, like a torture room,
Yeah.
and I would make him watch like Billy Crystal all day, or like.
How many episodes, like, I bet you like halfway through Blazing Saddles, he just turns into dust.
No, I think once he put Schindler's List on, his head explodes.
Blows up.
I would play Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they in like the torture Guantanamo Bay or whatever, they play loud music.
Yeah.
I would play the Hanukkah song from Adam Sandler and make him go crazy. Did you know that 1 out of every 6 adults suffer from depression?
That number sounds a little low.
No, I think I'm the one enjoying it.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Do you think I could be an Instagram model?
Define model.
I don't have to.
Like, you just get paid to take photos? Would that make you a model?
Yeah, like on the thing.
Only if you wear the Borat bikini. Like, if you put
No.
on the Borat bikini, I think you could do it.
No, I don't.
Put on the bikini. That's like
No.
a mandate. All the IG
No,
models do that.
I
They
don't
wear
like
the Borat
showing
bikini.
skin.
Well, you shouldn't be an IG model.
Why's everybody got to do that? Like, why can't I go on OnlyFans
Butthole sell.
and
man.
just be pictures of me? Like, I'm gonna start Only Frank.
You can start that, but like, I can see only Frank in the street. I need something I can't see in the street.
No, well, did you know they made a VR set that kills you?
That's just called life, really.
No, they literally made if you lose the game, it pokes you in the head, you're dead. Why would they do
that? Do these people not watch sci-fi movies?
I don't know.
I know you nerds watch sci-fi movies. You're making the things you've seen that are going to torture you in the future.
I just don't. Why would you want to make like nobody's gonna play that?
No, I mean, they made.
Like, what if you make a mistake and it glitches, and then suddenly you're dead?
Yeah, you just hit a bug.
Yeah, it's like a cheat code and done.
Dude, in San Francisco, they just approved like police robots that could kill people.
Yeah, I approve of that.
No, why? You're just giving the Terminator a leg up on you.
I always wanted to see that happen in my lifetime.
You're gonna see it in your lifetime. You're trying to make it stop it. So wait, so you're pro VR? You're against VR killing you, but you're pro robots killing you?
Yeah,
How do you reconcile the two?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
You need to
Scientific.
pick a side. Whether you're pro or against technology. You need to get on or get off.
No, I'm like a diplomat. I'm a balance.
There's no whistling.
It's
You're
life
in or
is-
you're out.
No, you see, that's the
You're either
problem.
with the robots or you're against the robots.
is the
There's no gray area with the robots.
But that's the problem with everything going on in the world now.
Everything except robots.
No, everything's dichotomous. It's either, we're this thing. It's right or wrong, left or right. And it's like, you're all wrong.
No, everyone needs to find shades of gray except robots. That's the only black and white issue.
Should Flex Seal make condoms?
No, they shouldn't. I don't trust them.
Did you?
No infomercial guy is gonna. You trust on anything that shows up after midnight on infomercials. I'm
Well,
not
that's like
trusting them with
100% proof nothing getting through Flex Seal.
condoms. According to who?
I'd wear a Flex Seal bodysuit.
Billy Mays didn't make it. If Flex Seal's so strong, why didn't it keep Billy Mays alive?
Don't diss Flex Seal because maybe they'd sponsor us.
They're not gonna sponsor us.
Well, now they're not.
We've said too many bad words. Okay, this is a good one. What would be your perfect first date? Who's it with, and what are you guys doing?
Taylor Swift.
Makes sense.
And we would play. She would play music for me, like love songs,
Yeah.
while I just kind of, made her a microwave dinner. Like one of those Tiva dinners. I love the Tiva dinners.
Yeah, with the turkey? Turkey?
Yeah, they're very
Meatloaf?
classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would put out the trays in front of the TV there.
Yeah.
We'd be at her place, probably much nicer than mine.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely a better microwave.
and what we would do? Like we would sit down at the end of the day, and I would say, okay, I want to experience something with you that's really going to connect us. She'd go, what is it? It's like a meditative thing. I want you to do that. She'd go, what's that? I say, you're shaking it off, baby. Just shake it all off. And she would like that because she would go, oh, I made a song like that. And then she would go, I'm in love with you. And I'll say, Taylor, I'm in love with you, but I have to go, and swiftly, might I add, because I already just my I have premature ejaculation.
It's your dream date, though, Franklin. You could not prematurely ejaculate. This is a fantasy.
Even in
It
my
doesn't have to be reality.
even in my dreams,
you can.
even in my dreams, it's realistic.
Yeah, you could just win.
No, who would you pick?
I'll go with Ghislaine Maxwell. And wait till the end.
Who's
Wait.
that?
It's Jeffrey Epstein's wife. And what I would do is what we do.
You're insane.
What we do. We'd go to a computer.
Yeah.
She'd email out all the blackmail tapes she's had on everybody. Then she'd make a video saying, "Hi, I'm Ghislaine Maxwell. These are the real tapes. This is 100% real, and I'm releasing it to the world." And then I would just take out a gun, double tap her in the head, and then everything's all good. Do that on a Friday. A lot of fresh faces on Monday at the UN. a lot of new hires come the next day.
Oh boy.
I'm helping the world. All right, you're just jizzing your pants. All right, I'm an altruist here. You look at me like I'm the bad guy.
Now you make yourself look like a bad guy. You see that coming out with the
50% chance that makes the final cut.
You see they're making the Mario that movie.
Yeah.
So my question is, if you were to play Mario Kart, what is your go-to player and vehicle?
I like Yoshi.
And what's the vehicle?
I just do the kart. I haven't really played the later ones.
Mine would be Tesla, and I'd pick the mushroom.
I don't think Tesla's an option.
Because the mushroom could get high, and the Tesla drives itself.
I don't think that's the game. I don't think they have Teslas yet in Mario Kart. I
Oh.
think they run on mushrooms, not electricity.
No,
I don't think there's electricity in the mushroom kingdoms.
yeah, no, there is.
No,
You
there's
seen that
definitely
guy,
electricity.
Paul something?
They run on like stars or something.
He attaches electric.
There's no
stuff
power
to-
lines in any Mario game.
That's not. Oh, okay. Do you play? So I see this game
Yeah.
called Call of Duty,
Yeah, I like that game.
and number one, don't know what it is. So what is it? Do you play? How does it work? Like, are you drafted? Can you opt out of the draft? Like, can I say I have asthma and not, get drafted into it? It's like paintball, right? It's a real game. Like, you go out and play with your friends.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
No, it's a video game.
Oh, it's a video game.
Yeah. They assume you passed the draft in the video game.
So you're already drafted.
You already drafted.
You're forced to be.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
You just get online and you play other people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes an 8-year-old screams racial slurs at you.
What's the point of it? How do you win?
You kind of kill the other people.
So it's just like war?
It's like war, except you get to respawn.
How come they can't make a game like Call of Connection and it's all about love? And whoever loves the most people in the game wins.
Make that game.
I don't know.
Be the change you want to see in the world, Franklin.
But I don't know how to make games.
You know, be that person.
What's a question you hate being asked?
What's wrong? Why are you so mad?
Do you get that asked that a lot?
Sometimes.
I hate how are you? Because they don't want to hear my honest answer. The cashier, how are you? And I'm miserable. You know, Jessica.
Yeah.
You know where I've been today? You want to hear my whole story? It's just like, no, it was an automatic thing. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, don't ask me. What's a conspiracy theory you truly believe in?
Where to start? A conspiracy theory I truly believe in. Bush did 9/11. I don't know what you thought. You shake your head like, what was I supposed to say? There's no conspiracy theories that are like
But
friendly.
what you really believe in?
I believe that. Well, I mean, I think he was responsible. I don't think he did it. I think that he knew it was going to happen. He just let it happen. Yeah. What do you believe in?
Oh, that was a question for you. What do I believe? What's a conspiracy theory I believe in?
I think Sasquatch is real.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but I'm on the fence of simulation theory.
Yeah, that's probably real.
I feel that there's a great probability of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
In karate, can you chop a brick? Like, can you chop bricks? You play karate, so can you chop a
I
brick?
do more grappling, like wrestling.
Well, I don't think you're really into karate unless you can chop bricks.
Yeah, I do karate.
Well, I guess
I
you're
do
not.
Mexican ground karate.
Well, you can't chop a brick.
No, just ground stuff.
How much karate do you do in a week?
About 3 times a week.
And do you feel like that is sufficient enough to disarm somebody coming at you?
Yeah. An untrained person I could take.
Would you ever use my technique in a...
I could see it happening.
Yeah?
In a desperate time, it's good to have that in the back pocket. Yeah, it's good to have a good nut grab always at ready.
Is there any like move you've thought of that like, oh, I want to try this? You know, like when I was a kid, I used to do like things like and think they would work.
Yeah.
And then I'd go fight a kid and he'd just punch me in the face and
Yeah, that's
none
just how
of
that
that
goes.
worked.
You
Yeah.
do like a tumble wheel.
Yeah, I would watch Jean-Claude Van Damme
Yeah,
movies.
that shit doesn't really work.
It never worked.
No.
So like what's something I could do in addition to tickling a ball sack to get somebody not to fight me?
Bite their ear, like Mike Tyson.
No, I don't want to touch their skin.
Well, let's put you at limitations.
Like with my mouth, I mean, you know.
Okay.
How about this? Little tickle on the nipple.
They might like that.
That's the point.
No, but it's not like scary.
If they like it, then they're done. They don't
No,
want to fight.
that's not scary enough. Because ball sack is scary.
What?
You know what you could do? Just strip naked. That a lot of people will get.
No, I think that would be worse.
No, because who wants to fight a naked person?
Lots
If
of
you
people.
get naked, people are just gonna walk away. Like, I don't want to touch this guy naked.
I don't know. I think
form
they'd
of
be
self-defense.
offended if I was naked and they want to fight me.
No, I've seen it. I've seen multiple times street fights. People take their pants off. The other guy is like, "Yo, I'm out of here." That's why I sleep bottomless at night.
Do you think if somebody came at you with a gun, you could disarm them?
Probably not. No.
No. Guess you're not really.
No one. I
Karate
mean,
match.
like a gun. I have to close the distance. No.
You know what I would do if somebody pointed a gun at me?
What?
I would say I bet you can't shoot this apple on my head. And I put an apple on my
Oh, you'd
head.
never get shot in the head.
No, you shoot the apple.
No, he's gonna miss and shoot you in the head.
No, you shoot the apple.
No, he's definitely gonna miss.
No,
he's
because-
gonna choke. He's
because I-
100% gonna choke. He's nervous. He's already his adrenaline's already pumping from robbing somebody.
I would challenge him. I'd say, if you think you can shoot, look, if you can shoot me with a gun, I'll let you. If you can prove to me that bow and arrow, you can shoot me with the bow and arrow. And if you shoot me with bow and arrow, you can shoot me with the gun.
You're gonna get shot twice.
Yeah, but who's losing in this situation?
That guy.
Yeah.
And you.
No, he's losing.
You're both losing because he's going to jail and you're dead.
Yeah, but that's something, I'm okay with.
Okay.
I watched the Netflix show Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
God, be honest, I'm disappointed.
Those messages all seem solvable.
Nothing gets solved. Nothing gets resolved. I'm watching a show, and there's no resolution.
I mean, the title's Unsolved Mysteries. What do you think was going to happen? The appeal, like we watch these unsolved mysteries, then you wonder, like,
Well,
oh,
I figured they would solve them.
no, it's kind of a lazy show, frankly.
Well, who's gonna solve them?
Nobody. They didn't even want to solve them. The people who filmed it weren't even interested in solving. Why should I care?
Did you know the word pencil comes from the Latin word small penis?
Oh, so Cyrus, and then you try to put small penis in there. That's funny. That's a good joke.
Why'd
Solid.
you have
Classic.
why'd you have to do that?
Yeah. Now
You
you're
don't have to
you see
announce.
this gaslighting?
You love
Now you're gaslighting me?
you love to announce how I do a joke without just maybe enjoying it.
I enjoyed it. I let you know. What am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, lovely.
You go, oh, that's interesting. That could be it.
Pencils are like nice in length. That's a pretty long length.
Yeah,
If you had a pencil long dick, it'd be a pretty good dick. Width is bad, but length is pretty good.
yeah.
This is special because a viewer sent this question on the TikTok app. He sent us a question request.
Oh,
And the question is, Megatron versus Darth Vader, both in their prime. Who wins?
who's Megatron?
He's like the evil transformer. The guy who fights Optimus Prime.
A trans?
Yeah, he's a transformer. He's like
Oh, transformer.
He's a car and a robot.
Okay, he transforms into cars.
I don't know what Megatron's thing is, but I think he's a car or something.
Okay, he transform a car against Darth Vader?
Well, no, he's a robot. Have you watched Transformers?
Yeah, like 40 years
The bad
ago.
guy, like the big robots that fight. So he's a bad robot versus Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Okay.
You want an explanation?
I mean,
He's the most powerful of all. He would do this. He would do this. And then pull apart all the metal and destroy him in like 2 seconds.
I feel like Megatron might get a laser shot in there. He's like, maybe I shoot him with a missile or something.
Lightsaber
I don't
comes.
think you can do the laser with a lightsaber. I guess you can.
What are you talking about? They shoot lasers at.
Yeah, that's true. They shoot lasers.
Yeah, Darth Vader all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, fan, but you know,
That was, I appreciate your question, fan. I like that you did ask us this question, and it means a lot to me. But it was a dumb question.
well, we don't want to use the word dumb.
I mean, I don't say that in a negative way. Thank you for submitting. Submit more.
It was completely unintellectual. You need to work harder and do better.
I see you watched the show and you tried to get it, but you didn't quite get it.
No.
Well, we appreciate your effort.
I think that's a good idea for our last episode is to, since we don't have guests, maybe we make the audience the guest and have them submit.
Actually, we'd be the guests. They'll be the interviewer.
They should submit questions to us, and we'll ask your questions to each other.
Yeah, you can submit. There's in TikTok, at the Franklin and Cyrus Pod TikTok, there's like a ask questions thing. You can submit your questions through there. Also, you can just DM us on Instagram. We'll accept the questions in either form, and we'll incorporate them in the final show of the first season.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How come Ant-Man can't like elongate one body part at a time?
I think he can. Can't he? I feel like this is the second time you brought this up in the show.
A town in Washington has a treetop bridge over a busy
You
road.
wanked it that a lot? The idea of being wank man, just making your willy long?
A
Is that
town,
a big fantasy for you?
a town in Washington has a treetop bridge over a busy road big enough for squirrels. It's called Nutty Narrow Bridge, which is also the name for your mom's vagina.
Good one. I like that one.
Sucking a king's nipples was a gesture of submission in ancient Ireland.
This is why.
Let's bring that back.
This is why the potato famine got you guys. People ask like, why punish the Irish potatoes? This is why you brought upon yourself, kings of Ireland. Why would you do that to your people? You're already king. Is that not enough? Do you need these poor peasants to get on their knees and suck your dirty little nipples? You should be ashamed of yourself. You know what? I'm glad England took the northern half of you. You guys can't rule yourselves properly. Thank God I don't live in that age. I'm honestly, if a king made me suck his nipples, I'm stabbing him.
You know,
I'm going full William Wallace. Like that's a lie. You don't make a man suck at your nipple.
I thought an interesting thing I read, people with allergies can lower their allergic reactions by laughing. And I'm thinking to myself, the last thing I want when I'm in anaphylactic shock is some dad doing dad jokes with me while I'm on the ground near a seizure. I don't think that's gonna help me.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't believe in helping people with allergies. I think allergies are punishments from God for previous ill deeds you did. And you should just think about
I think
what you did wrong in your past life and
I
how to
think
atone for it in your
I
next
think
life.
you're a punishment from God.
I agree.
Small villages.
I
There's
take that job very seriously, by the way.
I know you do.
And I'm very proud of it.
I bet
Someone's got to do the jobs.
they don't. Small village in France is called Pussy.
That makes sense.
The Romans used human urine as mouthwash.
Okay. This is a simpler time.
What do men want?
They just want happiness.
What do women want?
They want to see men not happy.
Do you do you do you you own an Alexa?
No. Why would I get a wiretap and put it in my house so the government can listen to me even better?
Do you think food tastes better in the shower?
No.
That's false. Sensory deprivation.
There's more senses. No, none of my senses are deprived in the shower.
Do you think frogs and turtles get along?
No. They bet you they hate each other. Animals are racist.
If
We didn't talk about the World Cup.
yeah, let's do it.
Where you been watching it? Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, where's the cup?
You win at the end.
Is it bigger than the bowl? The Super Bowl?
No, the cup's actually smaller, I think. I don't know if the cup's bigger or the Super Bowl. That's a great question. You have any teams you're rooting for?
America.
Respect that. Any other teams?
Why would I root for any other team?
I don't know, maybe a team wherever your ethnicity is from or anything like that.
I'm from America.
Okay. Yeah, I'm rooting for America. I'm rooting for Poland as well.
Why are you rooting for
My
Poland?
mom's Polish. From Poland.
I always feel like that's kind of like my dad's a lawyer, so now I know everything about law.
That's not like that at all.
It feels like that.
It's like that. Like, I mean, I have Polish blood in my genes.
They have lawyer blood in their genes.
There's no such thing as lawyer blood.
Well, as far as you know.
Yeah, and they care about soccer out there.
Yeah? Well, football, you mean?
It's soccer. We're in America.
Oh, okay.
Show some respect to the founding fathers and the tea throwers.
You know what I think they should do? Soccer, to make it more interesting,
Yeah.
increase the amount of players on the field
Okay.
and put them on ice.
Okay.
And then maybe integrate dodgeball.
I think it's an awful game. Now you're blending too much together.
All right, well, what did you want to talk about World Cup?
I want to talk about the.
Well, I heard they don't allow beer in there.
Yeah, they're not like beer in there, which that's a big thing.
What do you think about all the players acting, when they're like, ow, ow?
I hate that about the World Cup. It's too much. Like, why are you all pretending to be hurt?
Do you know any World Cup player that's ever won a green card?
Yeah, there's probably a couple, honestly. I think that's the whole point. They win a green card. I like. I love that the Germans have lost. That makes me really happy.
They lost?
Yeah, they got knocked out in the
I
first
bet
round.
Kanye's pissed.
Yeah, I think there's like something. Because I think there's something to it. Because I really like every time I see Germans play a sport, I get physically. Like I physically want to hurt the Germans playing. Like the minute I see a German playing a sport, I just
Why?
something very guttural in me makes me want to just want them to suffer.
Yeah, they're pretty liberal now.
You know what it is? I think it's because I'm like a Polish ancestry and they fought wars a lot. The
Yeah,
Polish
I know,
and
but
the
it's
German.
over.
Yeah, no, but this was like this goes back to the Middle Ages.
Oh,
And I think there's a thing like there's like
that's even farther back.
you know what it is? There's a thing I heard. There's like ancestral memory. They have a theory that like the memories of your ancestors are in your genes.
No, what you're speaking of is trauma.
No, don't bring trauma to this. This is just like memory.
No,
Like Assassin's Creed. Like where like they take the blood and you can go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might be something to that. I feel like someone back in the day in my family killed a German on the battlefield.
yeah, but you know what's real is that a trauma passes down through generations,
Yeah.
which is a real thing. As why there's so much trauma with Jewish people because of what happened in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
But lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, really.
What's MDMA? Is that another karate club you belong to?
No. It's what the Germans should have taken. Maybe they wouldn't have been so many Holocausting.
What is
It's Molly, ecstasy. It's like a drug that you pop and you make.
Molly's a girl, A,
Yeah,
so that doesn't make sense. So what is it?
it's a drug you take and it makes you happy
Why doesn't everybody take that?
because it melts your brain.
Well, then why are they giving it to people?
It's illegal.
Oh, okay. Or what's the other thing you had about your stupid sports?
What would you do if you found the world was ending?
What would I do if I found out the world
Yeah,
was ending?
yeah.
If I found out the world was ending, I think I would whack off in like really weird places,
Respectable.
you know? Because it's like you'll never get the chance to do that again,
Yeah.
you know? Or I would, I definitely like try to visit places where like you can't get in unless you're, cool,
Mm.
you know,
Well, those
whatever.
places will probably get on fire.
So is the world's burning around
No, I
me?
mean, people just rioting. You know,
Oh,
it's gonna be a lot of rioting and
oh,
violence.
I would just try to be Batman.
Yeah, just like stop rioting.
Yeah,
That's very respectable for you.
yeah. I think, yeah, I think I would, I think I would do that.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I think one of the hardest things about the world ending for me would be trying to find the balance between spending time with my family and then having sex with whores. Because you want to have sex before you go, but at the same time, like I don't want to spend all my time with whores because my parents are the only people who love me. So try to balance both.
Whores or hars?
Either one, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Are you going to see the new Avatar movie?
Yeah, I think I will.
Why?
The guy lived my dream.
The guy spent $2 billion on his little egocentric dream. And you know how many other movies could have been funded? You could have fed an entire continent with that money. But, oh, we got to watch his
I don't
dream he
understand.
had.
First off, but one, the guy. It's a story about a guy who banged the alien. Dude's living the dream. Why would I not want to see him succeed in part two?
It was Ferngully, though. Anyway, he stole it from
It wasn't
Ferngully.
aliens, but there's aliens in it. All right. I mean, every story is stolen from another story. And also, like, I don't think you can just feed the world with 2 billion money or whatever.
No, but you could help a lot more people than what he's helping.
Okay. Were you mad about Avengers? How many billions was that movie?
No, because those were great. And it didn't take $2 billion to make Avengers.
Well, how all the MCU movies were? How much was that? They could have
That's a lot of movies.
saved all kinds of children. And stuff.
That's a lot of movies, and they do a lot of good.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy gives us hope. He shows us what the real prize is, which is banging aliens.
Agree to agree.
Okay. If you is there any type of group of people you would like on this to follow the show? Like, do you want to there's a certain type of people you'd love to become fans of the show?
Yeah. Absolutely. Taylor Swift's entire fan base. No,
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great. I want a wide range of audience members. As I always said, since we made my movie, I'm out to connect with everyone. I have something for everyone, and I think there's a real big disconnect in this world where it's like people are so quick to judge and say, I don't like that, I don't like that. But if they really got to know us, which is the whole point of my movies, sit down with us and see what we're about, and let's just have fun and laugh. So I would love all the, fans of like people like Ricky Gervais and The Office and What We Do in the Shadows. I like fans like that. They seem to get me.
Yeah.
And the YouTube people, I wish they would come around, and start to understand satire and sarcasm.
Well, that's gonna be an uphill
TikTok,
battle.
I would really like to turn around and understand that not everything's literal,
Yeah.
that you have to think a little bit about what's going on,
It's not thinking I meant
that, comedy is a cerebral thing,
Yeah.
as much as a physical thing, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're together.
They like physical stuff.
I just wish people would think a little bit more, and I wish those people would give us, some some of their attention because I think they'd like us. They might get something out of it. And definitely like 60, 85 and older, I think would really.
1 foot in the grave, 1 foot watching the Franklin Cyrus podcast.
Yeah, because they got nothing to lose.
Yeah, everything to gain.
Yeah.
It could be the last moments watching us.
Who would you want?
I hope the Latinos get really into the show.
Okay.
I like Latino people. I like Dragon Ball Z. They like Dragon Ball Z. They make tacos. I like tacos.
Yeah.
I think I've been drinking Modelo's.
I wish Neil deGrasse Tyson would like our show. Or NASA.
I hope NASA watches our show.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I love that. I would love for the NASA people to
Or
watch.
like Netflix.
I love for NASA to just broadcast our show to aliens.
Or like Stranger Things.
Like that clip I said about I want to bang aliens. If they broadcast that out there, I think that we got a good response.
I think that'd be great. Yeah.
We get the right type of attention.
All right.
That's our show.
Well,
It's been a pleasure.
we'll see you next Thursday sometime.
Yeah, sometime. Follow us, Franklin Cyrus Podcast, TikTok,
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah. One thing.
Instagram.
Peoples of the inner webs, it's very important to follow us, not in the street, because that's creepy, but on the social medias and spread it. Share it with the meme pages, with the famous peoples.
Yeah.
I mean, we're famous, but the other famous peoples. Share it everywhere. And, let's be bigger than all the Mr. Beasts and the Swifts and the Cobbies, that guy and Bella Roaches and Adidas and Charlie DeLamonique.
Yeah, a great rule of thumb.
I don't know any of those people, but he told me so. They're the big ones.
Yeah.
We want to be bigger than
A
that.
great thing to do is every time you wank, when you're done, share a Franklin Cyrus
Yeah, share it
video.
to your mom.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Parents love us.
Yeah, your congressman.
Yeah. Adios.
Amigos.